Friday, fired up Friday. Maybe a good day for some fried chicken. Shout out to my title sponsor, The Weed Squad, located 8088 Watson Road. Stop on by, say hello. Booyah. But it is Fist Pump Friday. Yes, we got a lot of things to get off our chest in a short period of time. But a few things have transpired since I've been back from Vegas. I turned 50, became a grandparent. But a week before I left, my kids were here from North Carolina. I'm going to start off there. So that was cool to see them. Then I had the birthday, Vegas trip, become a grandpa, come back home, go to the man cave for the first time, and I see the 84-inch television, and I'm blown away and mesmerized by it. And for the few people out there that actually know me and been around me, you know how I feel about television. It's like I want to have the ability to watch every sports game in the comfort of my own home. And I'm getting real close to that. So over the past few weeks, I've been searching and looking for another television, a 65-inch or better. So I get a newsletter in the mail telling me that Wally World has a 65-inch for $228 online only, starting at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the only way to get it, online only. So I get online, I'm pumped. I've been talking about it Monday since I went to my new bar and we fell in love. We've hit it off and it's going magnificent. And I told the Man Cave members that I'd play NBA 2K with T-Mac and Jay about this. Like, I'm getting this. This is going to be the one right here. I'm getting this TV. And I go online. I'm on my laptop. I go to Wally World. I see the TV. I click on the TV, but there's no way to order the TV. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. So finally, it's not letting me do it from my laptop. It's just giving me the reviews of the TV. Can't put it in your cart yet. None of that is available yet. At about 6:22, I went to my phone and I was able to order it from my phone. So as I'm going through my phone to order it, I hit the button for the 65-inch. Go through the payment. Yay. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Something tells me to check my email. I checked the email. They pulled a fast one on me, kids. They gave me a 50-inch for $228. They were sold out of the 65-inch for $228, but gave me a 50-inch instead. I don't want the 50-inch. No, I want a 65-inch. So the letdown was real. And when I found this out, I kind of got emotional over it because I was really looking forward to having this TV come today, the 65-inch, and just get ready because we know what's coming after that, don't we, kids? What's that? The PS5. Goes hand in hand with the 65-inch. But now there has been a wrench thrown in my chain. Now I can't find that TV at that price. I don't want to buy a used 65-inch. I thought about going that way on the intertwines, but no, don't want to do that. So now I got to wait again until the next Black Friday sale in store or online or possibly Cyber Monday where I can possibly find a deal like this. But I'm not giving up. I'm just a little disappointed in the old bait and switch that Wally World pulled on me. There's no way all them damn TVs were gone unless it was only like 100 of them available. Something's up. There's no way possible. And then I was finally able to go back on there through my laptop. It said sold out. I couldn't believe that happened, but you know how we do it, man. High five, chest bump. Let's hug it out. Them hugs feeling good, man. I mean, them hugs are feeling magnificent. Man, I used to have a boss when I worked in corporate America that was a great hugger. He was a great hugger, and he had that demanding handshake. He was getting here for the real thing, man. He made you feel like you can go out and sell water to water. Oh, the days of corporate America, kids. The good old days when you had Christmas parties, Christmas bonus. The adult kind and the monetary kind. Those were the days. I don't know too many people that get the Christmas bonus anymore that works in corporate America. If you do, cheers. If you work for yourself, give yourself a bonus. Go to Vegas. And also, I made a little video last night. Social media has gotten very interesting since the pandemic, the new norm, all of that. And I have found myself to be easily entertained by a simple tweet, text, caption, a video. I find myself laughing at some things. Not all of them I share because it's not my thing. If it's not sports related, I don't really do it. I don't go it as no male chauvinistic way either. But I tell you this. Last night, I probably saw one of the funniest posts I've ever seen in a long time. I don't know who had it on their page. I was just scrolling through it. But it said if a woman has over at least 3 baby daddies, she shouldn't vote. And I think what made me laugh so hard is because I'm thinking of the women that I know that have at least 3 baby daddies. So I instantly visioned them, and I could not hold back my laughter. I think I was laughing for a good 45 minutes to an hour last night. I could not stop laughing. You ever have something like that? You cannot stop laughing at all because you picture it, you read it, and it all just goes together. But if you are a woman and you have 3 baby daddies, you got some good. You got some good. Fellas, if you got at least 3 baby mamas, you're a champ. You're a champ. You're a champ. Oh, I'm talking about myself. How many? I don't call them baby mamas because my first wife, I call her my ex-wife, my kid's mother. I've never called her a baby mama because I was married to her. But the ones I was not married to, yeah, they're baby mamas. Yeah. But the first one, she is my ex-wife, my kid's mother. That's it. But the other ones, it's baby mama, baby mama, baby mama. But yes, I have 3 baby mamas. 3, yeah. 3 baby mamas, 4 ex-wives. Not a good track record at all. But hey, let's get to why we're actually here. Let's talk about some sports right now here at Montez at midday. If it's your first time tuning in, appreciate it a lot. I am Dre Montez, and I host a podcast called Who's to Blame. You can find it through my social media feeds. On Facebook, we have a page, Who's to Blame. Instagram, Who's to Blame the podcast. Twitter at W2B Dre Montez. You can also listen to it wherever you get your podcast at, on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Google Play as well, and Spreaker. I do believe we're on now. So there's several ways to catch up on the latest episode of my podcast. But this here is just a different version of the podcast, a little video that we do. Well, we got college football tomorrow. We know what that means for Dre. I get to act like a child. I get to act like a damn child tomorrow. Last week, we tailgated at our new bar that we found. And I never thought I'd meet a group of people so absolutely fucked up and fun in the head as I am. But we've all found each other, huh? There you go. There you go. But coming into tomorrow, the top 10 in college football. Clemson, Alabama, the Ohio State University, Notre Dame, Georgia. This is not a misprint. Cincinnati, not the basketball team, the football team. Texas, A&M. How does an Aggie wave, Daddy? Like this. Florida, BYU, and Wisconsin rounding out your top 10 in college football. I try to watch as many games as possible on Saturday to the best of my ability, getting up with college game day probably a little earlier than they do, getting dressed in my orange and blue, my Florida football Gators gear, as we have the largest outdoor cocktail party going on tomorrow. And as a guy who's been to 3 of them, 2 of them I remember. 1, no fucking clue. We got down there at, I want to say 8 a.m. We were there before 8 o'clock in the morning, get some sound bites and all this for the radio show, meeting some people, going to different tailgating stops along the way. Because in the South, if you look hungry or thirsty, they're going to feed you. They're going to feed you. You're not walking around asking for food or asking for anything to drink. You're going to say no more than anything, but they're going to feed you. And I ate well and drank well. But it was the year that that song came out, She Fucking Hates Me. And Florida won the game, tore down the goalpost, walked it all the way down to the boardwalk, the downtown area of Jacksonville. The most incredible party night ever. I think I took my shirt off. I lost my damn mind there. But that game taking place tomorrow. Of the 3 games I'm going to try to keep my eye on. And I have an honorable mention game, of course, that being one of the oldest rivalries out there, Stanford and Oregon. Speed, finesse, and the intelligence of quarterback Hugh as Stanford's trying to prove itself again. Michigan and Indiana, shout out to my cousin. Yeah, Ray. Indiana graduate, pulling for him. Talked all the chatter when they beat Penn State to watch out for the Hoosiers. Not basketball, but football. As Jim Harbaugh and Captain Khaki Pants try to prevail after losing to Sparty last weekend. And as I said, Florida and Georgia. Georgia's a top-ranking team right now. Much higher than we are. If we beat them, this could really shake up the whole SEC look for the championship and the college football rankings as well. But going into this game, Georgia's look tough physically. They really are. They're like fighting pregame, during the game, in the game, and after the game. And we're just not, no matter what you saw in that Mizzou game, no matter what you saw the head coach do, that's not us. We got to go out there and play football. We try to get physical with these guys. Georgia's going to beat the shit out of us. They really will. And the unmistaken game, due to the quarterback's last name and what happened to Trevor Lawrence, Clemson and Notre Dame. Man Cave member Jay is a huge Notre Dame fan. It's a big game. But does it more have to do with Dabo Swinney can pull off with Clemson? The quarterback is still big and fast, high projections on what he can do. Physical capabilities are something else. But when you're in control of the game and you're the head man playing against Notre Dame as opposed to coming in as the garbage quarterback, as we like to say, we're going to see his true football skills and coaching come to life in this game. I don't think this game will be about time of possession. I think Notre Dame is going to try to come out firing on all cylinders since they're not with Trevor Lawrence. Get a different beat. And NTN, who's been in college more than Travis Best was, this dude been in college at least 5 years, at least. But he has to be a key factor more. But I'm looking at this to be a close game, but I got Clemson winning this one probably 31-28. Now, these college bets for entertainment purpose only. If you laying down some cash tomorrow, you want to use my name when you get in trouble with the old lady or the old man, Dre told me to do it. Not true. But out of those 4 games, the honorable mention is Stanford and Oregon. I'm picking Oregon to win this one here in a high-scoring blowout game. Michigan and Indiana, low scoring. I got Indiana pulling an upset. I want to see Captain Khaki Pants have a conniption fit on the sideline. Florida and Georgia, I'm a Florida Gator fan. I'm rolling with my boys in this one. This is going to be one of those nail biters here. I may have to stand up the whole time and watch this game. And as I said, Clemson and Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame going to get them. I'm sorry. I think Notre Dame is going to get them. It's going to be a shocker the way the game goes on. If weather is a factor, we're going to pay attention to the time of possession as well as the turnovers. So right there are my college football picks right there. Who you with? There we go. Hey, special shout out to 5A1 Softball, the Senior Dogs, and Mike and Franchise. You guys had a phenomenal damn year in softball. Takeover, I saw what you were doing. 40 degrees, 40 ultra. I saw what you guys were doing. Good shit. Give yourselves a hand for what you pulled off this year in men's competitive softball. There you go right there. On the Sunday, the NFL and nothing but the NFL. Some intriguing games this weekend. Last night, I think Aaron Rodgers was showing off against a high school varsity practice team, that being the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, everybody's hurt. I think a couple of fans could have played in the game last night for the 49ers. I think he stayed in the game way too long. Devontae Adams has proved that he can do the best interpretation of Robin Williams in the movie with Kurt Russell, the best of times. I've never seen footwork like that before. Check out that movie and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, for sure. But he did prove he can ball, he can get down. But Green Bay always has that guy that wants to let everybody know how good they are. But when the playoffs come, we will see as they're getting further and further down the line. But I'm going to be looking at this Seattle-Buffalo game because nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. And they're not playing like the regular Buffalo Bills. I'm thinking maybe some of those guys from the 90s been talking to these guys and saying, look what could have been. Look what could have been. Not saying that is the exact same talent they had in the 90s, but this team right here has something else. In the words of Gene Hackman, heart. They have heart. But I still think Russell Williams is going to cook them and wake up Buffalo. That's going to be a good game to watch as I got Seattle beating the Buffalo Bills. The Ravens and the Colts. I don't know which Lamar Action Jackson is going to show up, but I know I want to see Phillip Rivers talking shit. I want to see that Phillip Rivers. I hope they got him mic'd up even louder because Phillip Rivers gets it done. The man has 9 kids, ladies and gentlemen. More importantly, by one woman. Bless your heart, girl. Bless your heart. I got the Colts beating the Ravens. And this is that decisive time of the year where the coaching staff of the Ravens are going to be tested on what is the problem with Lamar Action Jackson. It's called watching game film. It's called being prepared. That's what it's called. But I got the Colts pulling up this one here. You got the Vegas Raiders against the Rams. I don't know what Ram team that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this team is, what identity they're trying to pull off. This could be a game where both teams is going to play like something we've never seen yet this year. The Rams are playing like a different team each and every damn year. They play like they're playing in each different uniform. It's like I don't know who they are. On defense, I don't know what's going on. Offense, play calling, what is going on. And with Darius, maybe Gruden has this team where he wants them to be at when it comes to the mind trick of the Raiders. I got the Raiders beating the Rams. I got the Raiders beating the Rams. Miami at Arizona. Tua Murray. Whew. A left-handed quarterback with speed and football IQ, but I still don't think he was tested last week in the game against the Rams. They scored on all phases of a football game. Defense, special teams, offense. They scored every way possible that you can score in a game. So he was helped a lot by other areas of the game. So maybe this game here we can see the real Tua. But I got Kyler Murray in Arizona pulling this one out. I got some veteran leadership over there. And probably one of the most intriguing games that I want to see, not because the team is playing bad, I want to see what the true identity is of this Pittsburgh Steelers team as they take on the Dallas Cowboys down in Jerry's world. Is it true what they say? Feed Zeke? Give him the ball at least 25 to 32 times? Does Dallas need to do that to change the outlook of their offensive production and feeding? I want to see that gut. I want to see that gut again with Feed Me on there. Feed Me Seymour. Big Ben. Hey. Big Ben on to something. He's on to something. He's at the point when you realize what your attributes are, what they mean to your team, and how you can apply them to your team in getting the W. When you realize you don't have to do that much, but what you have to do, you can do with ease and no problem. That's why I think Big Ben is at in his career. You know, it's like being a softball pitcher. You don't have to throw a strike for them to hit the ball. When you realize for them to hit your pitch, that's when the game plan changes. And I think Big Ben is at that point right now. He's looking around at his offensive production, his defensive output, his special teams, and his coach. And he's like, okay, my job does not have to be that hard as it was 10 years ago. We got this now. I got Pittsburgh winning this game, though. I got Pittsburgh beating Dallas, but Dallas is going to show some heart on we're not done yet because you've seen that NFC least. It's like looking at my taxes of all my marriages. Confusing as hell. But the run game in Dallas is real key here. I'm not worried about the passing game of the Cowboys, but this run game, it needs to come back, but I got Pittsburgh winning. Old-ass man against old ass man. The Saints against T12, terrific Tom. Mama, it's that man again in a matchup. The first time they match up, well, no. But this one here got a bit more extra juice to it, extra spice to it, considering the chatter, what's going on in the Saints locker room. There's some issues going on with the Saints due to the Black Lives Matters incident that happened before the season started. And there's tension in the locker room. Guys not giving their all in practice. Guys don't give a damn. And it's starting to show on the field. That's not the same Saints team. Drew Brees didn't get to a full practice yesterday. They kind of limited his participation. He's not hurt. But as I said 4 weeks ago, that's not the same Drew Brees from week one. He has aged fast. On the other side, you got T. Baby mama fine and wife fine. The man has it all figured out. He knows he's another Big Ben. He realizes what he must do to get that team a W. Now they have AB. Now I know the over-under on AB is probably 6 catches. But AB is more than that. This is a special project. If you've ever played sports before, everybody has had one of those guys on the team. Come over here, coach. Or you go on the road, somebody on the team take you up under their wing. Let me calm you down. Let me get over here and calm you down a little bit. You're on the right track, but we got to keep that extra stuff out of the way, because when that extra stuff gets in the way, it kind of messes with your performance on the field. And right now, we need you at your highest peak performance. I get that. But can AB really pull this off? Because all it takes is one woman to say, your ass slow, and she put that on the internet. He going to lose his damn mind. He going to lose his mind. But I got faith in this kid. I think AB has learned his lesson. I think enough people who have been through the shit, who have not been through the shit, and who going through the shit probably got him and said, look, you have a golden opportunity to do something. To get another shot with T12. Not many players get that. Another shot with T12 after conduct detrimental to the team, after allegedly beating up the moving people, after allegedly pulling that monster grip game off with the Raiders, to this with Tampa. Impressive. Impressive. I got Tampa winning this game. And I know that's the side of this year's Super Bowl in Tampa. Could they be the first team to ever host a Super Bowl and play in it? Intriguing minds want to know. I'm all in. I'm all board on this one here. But I got Tampa winning this game here. Not by a big margin, but I think the offensive line is getting a lot of shine due to the lack of games they've missed and how many consecutive games they've played together. But I have my questions week 1 through 3 with that offensive line, as T12 was getting hit a little bit too much. But now they've tweaked his passing, his release point. He's getting the ball out much faster than he was in week 1 through week 3. And when you can see that as an advantage to capitalize on that, I call that great film work and way to pay attention. Way to go, guys. Way to tweak that. So those are the 6 NFL games right there that we're going to watch at the Man Cave that I'm going to focus on. Seattle at Buffalo can be Buffalo. The Ravens at the Colts. I got the Colts and Phillip Rivers cussing somebody the fuck out on TV. The Raiders and the Rams. I got Vegas winning this one. I really do. Miami in Arizona. Give me Kyler Murray in Arizona. Pittsburgh at Dallas. Give me Pittsburgh, but Dallas is going to make a statement with the run game. Saints at Tampa Bay. Give me terrific Tom. Give me T12 right there. And that right there is the football report. College and pro. Saturday and Sunday. All your needs right there. What's next, kids? The NBA is going to start December 22nd. I don't know how I feel about this due to the way the pandemic and the bubble situation. Is the family going to be allowed with them the whole regular season, or are they just going to be allowed to be around them during the playoffs? Because if so, that's a long time to go for an NBA player with no ass from their wife. Think about that. Think about that. Now, if the bubble rules are going to let you bring your family down, okay, I can see December 22nd being the start. I was kind of hoping and wishing for January 15th, MLK Day. What a day to come back for the NBA. What a day. as a guy who's been to an MLK Day basketball game in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's different. It doesn't feel like, it feels like a playoff game in January. The way the crowd is into it, the way the team acts. I mean, it's just different basketball. It's not like Christmas Day basketball or Christmas Day football or Thanksgiving football. This is its own entity itself, January 15th, NBA basketball. But December 22nd, I think a lot of guys are going to take some time off, load management. Yeah. But I think Christmas Day, everybody's going to come out and play, as they should. But the Lakers play a lot of games, man. And this is a quick turnaround. Can you imagine the players who are on a remote island right now who have no cell phone service, who are not checking nothing because they were kind of hoping that the NBA Players Association and the NBA League itself would agree upon a start in January? But lo and behold, they're going to start December 22nd. Let's get back at it, Lakers. I'm looking forward to seeing Golden State play like Golden State did. And here's a little hidden NBA fact. Paul Silas's kid just became the head coach of the Houston Rockets. I met him when he was a child, when he was a little peewee, little grasshopper, little bitty dude. When I worked in radio in Charlotte, North Carolina, and went to a lot of the games and met a whole lot of people down there. And I remember that kid like it was nothing. Just like I remember Steph and Seth Curry when they were kids playing softball with their dad, Dale. Hell of a shortstop, by the way. Hell of a shortstop. Well, kids, I'm going to let you get back to the rest of your workday. Those of you that are working. If you're in a bar, drink it up. If you're on your way to a bar, I'll be there in a minute. Save me a spot. But we're going to get it in. You guys enjoy. Don't forget to listen to the latest episode of Who's to Blame, the podcast. Thank you again to the title sponsor, The Weed Squad, located at 8088 Watson Road. Until next time, peace. By the way, happy birthday, Coach Pat. St. Louis Pressure, STL Pressure, AAU basketball coach. Heath Fitty. Peace.